Italy has something for everyone, from the dazzling seas of the Tyrrhenian Sea to the fantasy backdrop of the Italian Alps and all in between. Italy is a wonderful country rich with history, great food, and wine. Foodies, explorers, and art and history buffs will all fall in love with the experiences on offer in this country. You may spend your time in this culturally rich country studying about the life of the Romans, experiencing the devastation wreaked by volcano Vesuvius at Pompeii, or simply relaxing by one of Italy's numerous lakes and basking in the opulence of the Amalfi Coast. Italy has so much to see and do that exploring it would take a lifetime. Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we bring you guys top 10 places to visit in Italy, so let's dig right in. Number 10. Milan. Milan, which was nearly decimated by massive bombing during World War II, has since been rebuilt and is today one of Europe's wealthiest cities. Milan is widely regarded as a mega fashion center teeming with designer shops, but it also draws many visitors to its surviving world-famous treasures, such as Leonardo da Vinci's painting The Last Supper, the La Scala Opera House, the Castello Sforzesco, and one of the world's largest Gothic cathedrals. Milan is a fast-paced city in Italy's northwestern province of Lombardy, between the Alps and the picturesque Lake District. It excels in commerce, shopping, and football. Milan appears less Italian than the country's largely ancient cities, since it is a more fashionable metropolis with modern architecture and attractions. Number 9. Naples. Naples is the capital of the Campania region in southern Italy and one of the busiest metropolitan cities in the country. Naples is a good location for visiting the area because it is close to notable sites, such as the Bay of Naples and Pompeii. Naples has one of the world's largest historic city centers, as well as one of the highest concentrations of historical monuments, Baroque churches, and Roman remains, providing an endless feast for history and art enthusiasts. Tourists will enjoy stunning landscapes, picturesque villas, stylish hotels and castles, as well as old Roman baths and volcanic craters beyond the city center. The vast Piazza del Plebiscito, the Royal Castle of the Capodimonte Museum, and the National Archaeological Museum, which has a magnificent collection of artistic works and antiquities discovered from the Pompeii ruins, are among the top attractions in Naples. Number 8. Pisa. Located along the Arno River in the northwestern region of Tuscany, the city of Pisa still bears the striking remnants of its former golden days as a commercial empire during the Middle Ages. While the Leaning Tower is a must-see, visiting the city only to take a photograph of its most popular landmark is like looking at one tree and missing the whole forest. Pisa is so much more than just the Leaning Tower. Surrounding the famous landmark is one of Italy's most beautiful squares, the Campo dei Miracoli, or Field of Miracles. This remarkable plaza contains magnificent examples of Italian Renaissance that include the Duomo Cathedral, Baptistry, and Camposanto Monument, all of which contain marble features, sculptures, frescoes, and historic relics. Sprinkled throughout the plaza are various shops selling souvenirs and bakeries offering tasty biscotti. Number 7. Florence. Florence, the epicenter of the Italian Renaissance, might appear to be one gigantic art gallery at times. The Duomo, or Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore, is a world architectural icon crowned by a gigantic dome that defies gravity. This is one of the world's best Renaissance art ensembles, with its marble inlaid bell tower by Giotto and the octagonal baptistry, with its outstanding bronze doors by Ghiberti. A half-dozen art museums are packed with paintings and sculpture, while more masterpieces adorn its churches and castles. Before visiting the Uffizi Gallery and Pitti Palace, take a stroll through the Boboli Gardens and explore the Oltrarno's craftsman studios and workshops, or browse for leather in Santa Croce. Number 6. Rome. For most tourists visiting Italy, Rome is the top destination because of its past as the capital of much of ancient Europe and its current status as one of Europe's most active cities. The Colosseum, the Forum, the Pantheon, the Appian Way, and the Palatine Hill are among the greatest attractions, competing with the Vatican's vast riches. Take time to experience the city itself in between significant monuments like the Sistine Chapel and Michelangelo's Pieta. Relax at the Borghese Gardens, enjoy gelato on the Spanish Steps, explore Trastevere's narrow lanes, drink morning cappuccino in cafes, window shop on the Via Veneto, and toss a coin in Trevi Fountain to return again and again. Number 5. Siena. Siena, located on 3 hills in the heart of Tuscany, transports visitors to the Middle Ages with its well-preserved historic city and medieval horse racing history, known as Il Palio. Once a wealthy city, Siena's historic center is one of the most popular destinations to visit in Italy, since it still has many spectacular pieces of art and architecture from that era. The Piazza del Campo in Siena is recognized as one of Europe's greatest medieval squares. The Fountain of Joy, the Palazzo Pubblico, and the Mangia Tower are among the architectural wonders in this fan-shaped plaza. The Duomo, a gorgeous black and white cathedral of Italian Romanesque style with exquisite elements such as marble flooring, stained glass, sculptures, paintings, and carvings, is another of Siena's architectural gems. The Piazza is also a fantastic location to relax, people watch, and indulge in local delicacies such as wine, coffee, pizza, focaccia, and gelato. Number 4. Venice. Who could not fall in love with a city whose streets are formed of water, whose buses are boats, and where gondoliers' songs float in the air? It is a magical city, and the city itself is the main draw for travelers. The vast Piazza San Marco, street marked square, is the city's hub, surrounded by several of its key tourist attractions. The lofty campanile overlooks both the Grand Cathedral of Street Mark and the Doge's Palace. Gondola rides are among the most romantic things to do in Italy. Gondolas assemble near the Grand Canal's end of the plaza. In the opposite direction, a doorway beneath the clock tower leads into a maze of narrow, winding alleys where you're bound to get lost on your approach to Rialto Bridge. But being lost in Venice, where a postcard view awaits around every turn, is one of the city's greatest joys. Number 3. Tuscan Hill Towns. Tuscany's undulating landscape is capped by stone villages whose foundations date back to the Etruscans. Each is perched on a hill, and several still retain the castles and turrets that formerly guarded their commanding positions. It's tough to pick one over the others because each has its own architecture, art, personality, and tale to tell. San Gimignano, with its towers and mostly intact walls, seems much as it did in the medieval ages, when it was an important halt on the pilgrim's path to Rome. Number 2. Lake Como. Since ancient Romans escaped Milan's summer heat to cool off in villas along its steep beaches, Como has been a popular summer hideaway of the affluent and famous. Later villas adorn its densely packed cities, particularly the lovely Bellagio, which is skillfully positioned on a spot where the lake's 3 narrow arms meet. Como's western shore is mild even in winter due to a microclimate. Thus, the white peaks of the Alps to the north can be seen amongst palm trees and camellias. Don't miss the town of Como on the lake's southern shore, which is well worth a visit before boarding a steamer to explore the lake. Number 1. The Cinque Terre. The 5 settlements clinging to the high, rocky Mediterranean coast north of La Spezia were nearly impossible to reach by land until the railway tunneled through the headlands that separated them. The trail that villagers used to move from town to town is today one of Italy's great walks. Although most visitors' purpose is to hike the path, don't miss the pleasures of stopping in these small settlements. Riomaggiore and Vernazza, with its small alleys leading down to little rock-bound ports, have the most character, and the Cinque Terre, despite its recent popularity with tourists, remains one of Italy's most alluring sights. So if you have any plans to visit these wonderful masterpieces in Switzerland, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. That's all for this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification for more such videos. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.